Forget eggs. This is the powder you need in the morning to build muscle and kill sarcopenia after 60. Every morning across America, millions of older adults wake up to the same routine: toast, eggs, maybe a cup of coffee, yet behind that quiet ritual hides a silent epidemic that's stealing strength, freedom, and balance. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, now affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60, leaving countless seniors one bad fall away from losing their independence. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 14 million Americans over 60 struggle with limited mobility, and diets loaded with refined carbs, sodium, and processed meats only make recovery harder. The truth is, the standard American breakfast, the same one we grew up trusting, is quietly feeding weakness instead of rebuilding muscle. And if lately you've noticed your legs trembling when you stand, your grip feeling softer, or that uneasy wobble when reaching for something on the top shelf, you're not alone. These are early warning signs that your body is losing the battle against muscle aging. But the good news is, I've spent years studying simple, science-backed ways to reverse it, and I've seen living proof of seniors regaining strength they thought was gone forever. So if that possibility sparks even a little hope inside you, make sure you hit subscribe and tap the bell icon right now, because together, we're about to uncover the powerful morning powder that's changing lives after 60. 1. Quark. If you've never heard of Quark, don't worry, most Americans haven't. Yet in Germany, this thick, creamy dairy is what many seniors quietly credit for keeping their legs firm and their backs straight well into their 80s. What makes Quark so different is the kind of protein it holds: casein, the slowest digesting protein on Earth. After 60, your body doesn't hold amino acids as efficiently, so the protein from eggs or shakes disappears before your muscles can use it. But Quark works like a steady drip of nourishment. It releases amino acids little by little, hour after hour, so your muscles are never left hungry. In 2020, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who consume casein-rich foods increased nighttime muscle synthesis by nearly 1/3 compared to those who relied on fast proteins like whey. That's the kind of number you can feel when you stand up in the morning. And the secret that makes Quark even more powerful lies in how you eat it. If you stir in a small spoon, just 1 teaspoon, of flaxseed oil, the healthy fats unlock more leucine, the amino acid that flips on your body's muscle rebuild switch. And don't make the mistake of heating it. Once it passes 120 degrees Fahrenheit, the enzymes that protect your muscle fibers collapse. Instead, take it cold, maybe with a sprinkle of cinnamon and berries, and you'll give your body a calm, slow-burning stream of fuel. Most people think of breakfast as a start. Quark turns it into a muscle repair ritual that lasts until lunch. For anyone over 60, that's the kind of quiet miracle that makes movement feel young again. 2. Kasha, roasted buckwheat. When I first tasted roasted buckwheat, the old-fashioned kind called Kasha in Eastern Europe, it surprised me. It's nutty, warm, and somehow grounding, like food with history. What's astonishing is how modern science has circled back to this humble seed. Kasha isn't really a grain at all but a powerhouse of rutin, magnesium, and D-chiroinositol, a compound that helps your muscles absorb sugar for energy instead of letting it float uselessly in your bloodstream. That's crucial, because after 60, insulin sensitivity drops, and muscles lose their spark. According to data from the National Institutes of Health, seniors with higher insulin sensitivity maintain up to 1/4 more lean mass over time, meaning stronger arms, better balance, and fewer falls. The roasted version of buckwheat actually doubles its antioxidant power, but here's the catch: if it's over-roasted in factories, you lose much of that magic. That's why I tell people, roast it yourself. Just 5 minutes in a dry pan until it turns golden is enough to keep its nutrients alive. Add a shake of cinnamon and a tiny pinch, 1/10 of a teaspoon, of black pepper while cooking. Those spices open your capillaries, helping the minerals slip into your bloodstream faster, which means more oxygen in your legs when you walk. Within a week, people often notice their energy feels steadier, no spikes, no slumps. Kasha doesn't shout for attention, it hums quietly in your system, feeding your muscles with strength that feels honest and lasting. It's the kind of food your grandparents trusted, and science now confirms they were right. 3. Smoked mackerel. There's something almost poetic about a piece of smoked mackerel: silver skin, smoky aroma, the taste of the sea. For your muscles, it's far more than flavor, it's repair on a cellular level. You see, every time you move, your muscle membranes suffer micro damage, and your body has to patch them up. The omega-3 fats in mackerel, EPA and DHA, are the building materials your cells use to rebuild those tiny tears. Without them, recovery slows and soreness lingers longer than it should. Researchers at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that older adults eating oily fish twice weekly increased their muscle mitochondria by nearly 1/5, and mitochondria are the engines that make your muscles fire with energy. Add to that macro's natural coenzyme Q10, a compound that fuels ATP production, and you've got a food that literally powers motion from the inside. But how you eat it matters. The heavy salted kinds on supermarket shelves can drain away those same benefits. Instead, go for cold smoked or lightly hot smoked fillets, and always squeeze fresh lemon over them right before eating. That acidity protects the delicate omega-3s and helps your body absorb them. If you add a few sprigs of parsley, you'll get a small boost of vitamin C, which helps turn those fats into repair fuel. Think of it like oiling your body's gears: smoother, quieter, stronger. One serving of mackerel on Monday morning can do more for your legs than a week of supplements because it's real food, primal fuel from the sea that your cells immediately recognize. It's the breakfast that whispers, you're still powerful, still capable, still built to move. 4. Lupin Flour pancakes. Picture this: you're flipping a pancake, but not the kind that leaves you sleepy an hour later. This one's made from Lupin Flour, a golden legume flour that might just outshine every protein powder on the shelf. What sets it apart isn't just its incredible 42% protein content, but the balance of amino acids that perfectly match what aging muscles crave. And unlike soy or rice protein, lupin comes naturally paired with prebiotic fiber, so your gut bacteria help you absorb more of what you eat. The Journal of Nutrition in Aging reported that older adults who added 25 grams of lupin protein daily boosted leg strength by over 1/5 within 2 months, and they did it without any supplements, just food. The science behind it is beautiful. Its high arginine content opens up blood vessels, allowing more oxygen to reach your working muscles, giving you that quiet power during morning walks. But the way you prepare it can triple its effectiveness. Mix your batter the night before and let it sit. That rest activates enzymes that break the proteins into smaller amino chains your body can grab instantly. Then, add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric with a pinch of black pepper to the mix. The curcumin soothes inflammation and helps joints stay supple, while the pepper magnifies its absorption. When the pan hisses and that golden scent fills your kitchen, what you're really making isn't breakfast, it's maintenance for your independence. One plate of these soft, nutty pancakes gives your body enough leucine and magnesium to keep your muscles switched on for the whole day. They're proof that comfort food and strength food can be the same thing. 5. Tiger nuts, chufa. If there's one food that surprises everyone when I mention it, it's tiger nuts. Despite the name, they're not nuts at all but small, chewy tubers that grow under the soil, little time capsules of fiber, minerals, and prebiotic energy. In Spain, where they're called chufa, older adults have been drinking tiger nut milk for centuries to stay lean and active. What makes these tiny roots so powerful is their natural combination of resistant starch and arginine, a duo that keeps your muscles energized while protecting your blood vessels. As we age, the communication between muscle and circulation weakens, oxygen delivery slows, fatigue creeps in, and recovery stretches longer than it used to. But tiger nuts flip that equation. They provide slow carbohydrates that digest over hours, fueling your body steadily without the sugar crash, while arginine triggers nitric oxide production, gently expanding your arteries so more nutrients reach your muscles when they need them most. Research from the University of Valencia found that older adults who consumed tiger nut milk daily improved lower limb endurance by nearly 1/5 in just 8 weeks. That's not magic, that's pure, efficient biology. Now, the trick lies in how you eat them. Most people chew tiger nuts raw, which is fine, but here's the secret: soak them overnight in warm water with just a pinch of sea salt and a drop of apple cider vinegar. This simple step makes the tough outer fiber soften while activating the natural enzymes inside. By morning, they become sweet, chewy, and far easier to digest, and that means you absorb more magnesium and potassium with every bite. And here's another fast, practical move: toss 6 soaked tiger nuts into your morning coffee blender. The natural oils will emulsify into a smooth, nutty cream, turning your coffee into a prebiotic shake that feeds both your muscles and your gut. Within days, you'll notice steadier energy and even fewer sugar cravings. That's your metabolism recalibrating itself. Tiger nuts might be ancient, but what they offer is timeless, a simple, earthy way to keep your body's strength rooted, steady, and ready for whatever the day brings. 6. Lion's mane mushroom. Now let's talk about something truly fascinating: lion's mane mushroom. It looks like a white coral or a fluffy snowball, but what it does inside your body is pure science. For decades, researchers thought muscle strength was just about protein, but new studies have revealed that the real battle against sarcopenia starts in the nervous system. Muscles don't move themselves, they respond to signals from your brain, and those signals weaken as nerve connections fade with age. That's where lion's mane comes in. It's one of the few foods known to contain herinones and adenosines, compounds that stimulate the growth of nerve growth factor, NGF, the very protein your brain uses to repair nerve endings. In 2022, a clinical review from the National Center for Biotechnology Information, NCBI, noted that lion's mane supplementation improved both grip strength and reaction time in older adults after 12 weeks, proving that stronger nerves equal stronger muscles. But the beauty of this mushroom goes beyond the lab. When you consume it consistently, it strengthens that invisible bridge between your brain and your body, your reflexes sharpen, your steps become steadier, your coordination quietly improves. And here's where you can make it work even faster. Always cook lion's mane in a small amount, about 1 teaspoon, of olive oil or ghee, on low heat for 5 to 6 minutes. That gentle sear activates its beta-glucans and makes the nerve-supporting compounds more absorbable. Then, pair it with a squeeze of lemon or a few drops of apple cider vinegar. The mild acidity helps your body digest its fibers while preserving its delicate nutrients. For an extra kick, try adding a sprinkle of ground black pepper. It increases the bioavailability of its antioxidants. Most people start noticing subtle changes within 3 to 4 weeks, better balance, quicker reactions, and a clear, light feeling when moving. That's not just muscle getting stronger, that's your brain and body learning to dance together again. In a world where so many solutions come in pills and powders, lion's mane reminds us that sometimes, healing comes from something as simple and as beautiful as a mushroom that looks like a mane of wisdom itself. 7. Black soybean tempeh. There's something almost sacred about fermented food, that quiet transformation where simple beans turn into living nourishment. Among all of them, BL's bioac, where it counts. After 60, digestion slows, and half the protein you eat never even makes it to your muscles, but fermented foods change that equation entirely. In a 2021 study by the Journal of Functional Foods, older adults who added fermented soy products like tempeh to their diet for just 6 weeks saw a 12% rise in muscle protein retention compared to those eating unfermented soy. That's the difference between losing strength and holding on to it. But the real secret of black soybean tempeh lies in its natural isoflavones, gentle plant compounds that calm inflammation around the joints and support hormone balance, something many people overlook when fighting muscle loss. The flavor is deep and comforting, and when you prepare it right, it becomes almost addictive in the best way. Here's the move that makes it extraordinary. Slice a block of tempeh thin, then marinate it for exactly 10 minutes in a mix of 1 teaspoon of tamari, a squeeze of lemon, and a drizzle of honey. That quick soak softens the texture while activating its enzymes. Then pan-sear it on low heat until each side turns a light caramel brown. What you get is a food that's warm, savory, slightly sweet, and alive with nutrients your body can use immediately. Many people find that within 2 weeks of eating it 2 or 3 times a week, their morning stiffness fades and their legs feel more responsive, more willing to move. That's not just nutrition, that's regeneration in motion. Black soybean tempeh isn't trendy, it's timeless. It rebuilds not by forcing change, but by restoring the natural rhythm your body once knew. And when you sit down to that plate, golden slices steaming, rich aroma rising, you realize it's not about getting younger. It's about staying strong enough to keep living the way you love. If you've made it this far, don't just walk away, take action. Hit subscribe, tap like, and most importantly, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. You never know, one simple share might be what saves a friend's strength, mobility, or even their independence. And if there's a topic you want me to uncover next, drop it in the comments below. Your ideas shape what we explore together. To sum it up, muscle loss after 60 isn't just about weakness, it's about losing the freedom to live life on your own terms. But the right morning fuel can change that story before it's too late. And while you wait for the next episode, watch the video on your screen now. It's packed with powerful insights that could protect your health starting today.